as they prepare to do battle inside United Center. Wizards, Bulls, the NBA on 2K Sports. Hello, fans. Welcome to this presentation of the NBA Sunday Night Action. And now Washington starting group. Rui Hachimura out there with Mo Wagner. Then there's Russell Westbrook. Then it's Troy Brown. And it's Beal in at the shooting guard position. And for Chicago, Marcus and Carter are up front. Zach LaVine is out there with Junior. And it's Williams at the 3 slot. And it's Chicago to start out. Now, here's Junior. He's guarded closely. Lost contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Well, you can see Junior willing to play through contact and get the and one. Nicely done.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
And here are the Wizards now. It's a three-point game. Last time they met was in Washington.
Yeah, and in winning that last game, they attacked the basket aggressively, drew a lot of fouls in that game.
2 things are a product of that. 1, you shoot a ton of freebies. 2, the other team goes deep into its rotation. Neither one of those 2 things is going to work.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Carter with it. Now Beal defending. To the paint. Here's Junior. And Junior throws it down.
Now, Zach LaVine is a solid passer. This guy entered the league as a point guard, puts it on the money there.
And here's Westbrook. He'll bring it up for Washington. Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other. Boy, they came ready to play. That's 4 straight buckets to start the game.
Now here's Westbrook. He's tightly guarded. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
You get the sense that Russell Westbrook relishes contact. He is so physically strong.
Here's Junior. Westbrook with the block.
That was their first miss of the game. 4 for 5 right now. What a good start.
Oh, and the jam by Westbrook.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Boy, it's incredible how much explosive scoring ability can come from the lead guard position. That is a big-time play.
And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. 4 on the shot clock. And a deep 3 from Junior. The shot comes out, and the Wizards now going the other way. This game coming after a loss against the Jazz.
I'll tell you, they played hard, they drew fouls, but they could not convert at the line.
One of the things that you know when you miss free throws is you're giving the team opposite you all the momentum. You're failing to capitalize on their mistakes.
Here's Junior following the basket by Russell Westbrook. Greg, 11 years for you in the NBA. You had to have some favorite players that you played besides and with.
You know, it's a great call, and there were a ton of them. A few guys, though, Wilson. Gary Payton, I got a chance to play with Gary for a year and have known him. We used to go at it in high school, and it's really about his personality. This is a guy that constant chatter, practice on the court. That's what fed his confidence. Charles Oakley, another guy.
The Wizards have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line.
And as a unit, they're shooting 78% from the line. That's a solid number to work with on the season.
The Bulls leading by 13. Markkanen and Carter are up front. Junior's out there with White. And it's Hutchinson in at the small forward position. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago.
Well, when you play with Junior's level of desire, you simply do not go down easy.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. Junior, in his last outing against the Celtics, was outstanding. He had 16 points, but it was his season high in rebounds that really stood out. That was just the latest chapter in what has been a very good stretch of outings for him. Can't afford to take anything for granted going into tonight.
Thank you, David. You're right. He was a one-man wrecking crew in that one.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same attitude tonight.
One of the things I like about this guy, he's able to up the intensity whenever needed, and players really feed off his energy.
Here's what Chicago's going with right now. Williams comes in for Chandler Hutchison, and Zach LaVine subbed in for Kobe White. Bean passes to Markkanen, and he gets the bucket. Markkanen's got his first points of the game.
They are just killing them on the interior.
The pass to Wagner. Beal deciding where to go with it. The 19-footer is on the money.
There's no quitting this guy. He just gives you great effort, and he continues to give you great production.
And how about this, Doris? For all of his offensive accomplishments, Beal has said he wants to make the all-defensive first team at some point.
Well, he has the instincts, the athleticism, and the tenacity to do exactly that, Greg. The problem is he has had to expend so much energy at the offensive end. But what you love is he's willing to take on difficult challenges. That should help him qualify.
And it's sent back by Carter.
How about the anticipation from Carter Jr.? Has a strong sense for when to go after that block shot.
Now glides into that move, suspends in the air. LaVine, nice.
And the foul called on Junior. That's his first foul. And Washington making a change here. Brown's checked in. How about that mobile one block we just saw? Amazing defensive work.
Determined to protect the lead with the all-out effort defensively. Superb anticipation on the block.
Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Passes it to Winston. Beyond the arc. Chicago grabs the miss.
Just can't find a shot. It's no wonder they're losing. I mean, he's been completely scoreless all night. While we love his ability to attack the rim, he just loses a little bit of focus and misses the chippy.
Here's Beal. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Here's Junior, and Junior throws it down.
And this has been Junior's game so far. It's obvious he's not afraid to step up and carry the offense.
Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by. Outside, Beal. Banked in off the glass.
Well, use the pick and going right to the cup. I love the aggressiveness.
Chicago leading by 17. In the corner, it's LaVine, and the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
I don't think there's any question. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when an illegal screen is set.
Denzel Valentine, he's checked in for the Bulls. Williams against Hachimura. To the middle, just 5 to shoot. Shoots from the elbow. And it's Brown missing.
Listen, he can make that shot right there, but I do know they have other options they can go to.
And LaVine throws it down.
Nifty move by LaVine, improving the handle every year, it seems.
1:06 left to play here in the second quarter. Westbrook passes to Hachimura. Back to Westbrook. And he uses the glass on the layup. That's 10 points for Russell Westbrook.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Junior with it, picked up by Brown. Carter outside. Here's Levine, and Levine throws it down.
Boy, what explosiveness. What force around the rim by Zach Levine.
43 seconds left to play in the first half. Westbrook passes to Beal. Bounce pass, Hachimura. No one near Westbrook as he lets it go. The shot's good. Brown making the play.
I'll tell you, what a night. He has been efficient. He's been strong. Unfortunately, they're still fighting an uphill battle.
Loads it up for Williams. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Well, the ability to read the defense. Junior doing a nice job setting the open guy up.
Outside Westbrook. Lets it fly. Top of the key jumper, no good.
Boy, a miss like that will drive any scorer crazy, especially with the defender giving a cushion.
And so it's Chicago, taking a 19-point lead into the break. From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. And now we'll send it over to...
Thanks very much.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You look at Junior in this one, he's been everywhere.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
You know, as a coach, you can preach good shot selection, but it's up to the players to execute, and this guy has done just that.
Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. So on the floor for Washington, Hachimura out there with Brown. Then there's Bradley Beal. Then there's Russell Westbrook. And it's Wagner in at the 5. Just 2 to shoot. Williams can't get it to go. And so Westbrook will bring it up for the Wizards, trailing by 19. When this game is done, they'll be off to take on the Raptors. That'll be the second of this 2-game road trip. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Markkanen. And now let's revisit that exceptional mobile 1 block.
And those are plays that get you in front and keep you in front.
Diaz checked in for Washington. Hey, Greg, if you could coach one team right now, who would it be?
Whew, that's a tough one. Clippers, Lakers, Bucks. You know what? I would probably go Lakers or Bucks because you would have an opportunity to coach someone who arguably might be considered the best to ever play the game. Because I think Giannis is trending in that direction, and LeBron obviously already is.
How about a guy like Kemba Walker and coaching the Celtics, having him to do what you want to do on the floor?
Oh, he'd be brilliant. And yeah. Kemba, one of the most underrated leaders in our game. Great human being.
This is his second trip to the line in this one. And he knocks down the first one.
Well, this guy's a native of Newark, New Jersey, and he exemplifies, Junior, the grit and grind of his city in how he plays. You talk about hard-nosed, that's Junior.
Catching up on the changes for Chicago. Daniel Gafford's checked in for Wendell Carter. Chandler Hutchison comes in for Williams, and it's White in for Levine. The Wizards shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. First free throw is good.
What is absolutely mind-boggling to me about Russell Westbrook. .102 left to play in the third. Levine dishes to Junior. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
And the tenacity of Junior's inside play goes right into the defender to get a foul and put the shot up.
The Bulls have been on target from the free throw line. They're 5 of 5 in that department.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
And both free throws good for Junior.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
Beal against Levine. And that one is good from Bradley Beal.
And you like to see since the half now, he's finally starting to come around.
Here's Junior. And Junior throws it down hard.
Acrobatic finish by Junior. My goodness.
Now here's Westbrook. 16 points for him. Carter pulls it in.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Beal on the double team. Here's Levine. That one is good. He's only missed one shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
Tell you, feeling the contact and the concentration to finish through it. Nice by Levine.
Oh, and the jam by Westbrook.
I tell you what a good thing that he showed up today, because without him, this thing would already be over.
Now, here's Junior. He's covered by Westbrook. The 3 from Valentine. Drills the three-pointer. Valentine's got 8 points.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
And so it's Chicago in complete command. Their lead at 28 points going into the break. This has been a one-sided matchup, and I don't see any signs of it lessening. We come back right after this. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
You know a thing or two about a point guard's job. Set the table for your teammates. Done there perfectly.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. They've got Zach Levine. Williams is out there with Von. Then it's Garrett Temple. And it's Junior in at the point guard. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. Levine for 3. Hangs home the trifecta.
Boy, Zach Levine, such tremendous lift on his jumper. How about that from range?
Levine's gone 6 of 7 from the field here, getting just about everything to drop. And stolen by Vonleh. Fast break. Here comes Chicago. Lobs it up for Levine.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
And the Wizards with possession. Westbrook passes to Pisekniks. Right side, Westbrook. Comes up short with his 12th attempt. He has made 8 shots. Down low. Here's Williams. An easy 2 points on the layup.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
And so it's Neto with the ball. He'll bring it up for Washington. Ball stolen. And here we go. Fast break. Junior's got it. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
And not backing down from the physical defense.
Elbow.
Junior embraces taking on these challenges.
You know, Greg, you'd probably know as well as anyone, what was it like going up against the Bulls in the 90s?
You know, it's weird to say, but in a lot of ways, we were a lot like they were. Hall of Fame talent at the coach, a defensive-minded team. But the one difference was, you know, the Bulls had that guy that wore that number 23. I think I'd say that might have been the one difference.
And a lot of talk, Greg, about in-season tournaments in the NBA to spur fan interest. The proposal was tabled for a bit. What are your thoughts on that?
cash prizes for the players and coaching staffs. That always seems like a good idea. I just wonder, Kevin, if they're going to be any cash prizes for the broadcasters. Because now I think they're on to something if we could get that, but in all seriousness, we see that in soccer, right? And it seems to work well. And I think if it can spur some more interest from fans, then I'd be all for it.
Yeah, the fans love it watching soccer. Pass to Fernando. High arcing shot, and the layup is good. Fernando's got his first points in this one.
And it's all about the release when you shoot the floater.
Junior kicks to Temple. Pass to Junior. Lets it go with a three. Drills it from outside. Junior's got 26.
Well, the defense has to be aware of Junior's range. You better get him off that line.
We're in the final quarter of play here, 3 minutes in. Here's Fernando. Shot clock at 6. Here's the floater. Here's Bezekniks. And terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
To me, this is a common theme that's running through the league right now. Guys looking to leak out rather than box out.
Outside Williams. Dishes it to Vonleh. That shot is off. Now Washington takes it the other way.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Bulls.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And so all the hard work here tonight converted into a tally in the win. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
And that'll wrap it up.